Hey everybody, it's Wick here, and I wanted to go over my Merch by Amazon sales for the year, talk about some of the things I've learned, give you a couple tips if you're new, and maybe you can give me some tips because I'm new. Actually not that new. I was approved back in February of 2016. I designed one shirt and ended up selling 53 shirts over the year up until July when I actually realized, what have I been doing for the past year and a half or whatever? People's killing it on merch, and I have one shirt, and I haven't even done anything on it since then. Reasoning behind that is selling on FBA, Amazon, and sourcing and all that. I spent a lot of time doing that, and I was still working a part-time job then too. 10 hours a week for health insurance is the only reason I was there. And, yeah, there just wasn't a lot of time to deal with it. And I did not realize, how the tier system worked and how you could sell more shirts and just the absolute profit potential that was involved. So kind of squandered that quite a bit. But yeah, I did sell 53 shirts over that time. I made $368.64 on that. So without that being really calculated in, we're going to start July here. I didn't start getting into merch until 6th, 7th, or 8th here. And then you see I sold a shirt. This was actually my original shirt. I sold one. So my shirts, after I started designing again, it was all the way into the 15th. I sold one. I have mine priced at $12.95, and I was doing this to tier up. Now I was at the 100 tier at this point because of the shirts that has sold. That one shirt has sold selling throughout the year and a half. So I think at 50 shirts you probably tier up to 100 from 20. What did it go? 10 to 25? I don't even remember. But yeah, I was at 100, so I was able to do. No, I wasn't at 100. I was at 50. I don't remember the tier actually, how it worked, but I know my uploads were 5 a day, so I was just uploading 5 a day, and I was trying to get to the 100 tier. So I guess I wasn't at the 100 tier, yeah. And I was pricing them at $12.95. My commission was only like $1.21 per shirt, but I was doing that so I could get more sales and tier up to the 100 so I can get, it's 500. I was at the 100. So it's the tier 100, you get 5 uploads, and then tier 500 is where I was trying to get, because I wanted this 10 uploads. I wanted to, start making a lot more money. So anyway, July, look at the profits, $27.62. Definitely nothing to write home about, but I was just getting my feet in the water, getting my 5 uploads a day, trying to get those sales. Over here you can see my shirts, units sold, largest to smallest. I sold 2 of 1, and nothing to write home about. So let's hop over to August here, and then my profit was $181.10, so quite a big jump. It just goes to show you how if you're uploading a lot of shirts, you can just start multiplying the income with Amazon merch. So this is the month I hit my 500 shirts, and I could start uploading 10 a day. So that's why this started to multiply so much. You can look over here. I sold 12 of one shirt, but I only made $13.31. That's because I was pricing it so low. It was a popular shirt, and that really helped get me to the 500 tier, because I got all my 100 shirts uploaded, and I was sitting there for like 2 weeks just like, come on, I want to upload some shirts. And that's a tip I can give you. If you're at that tier mark and you can't upload anymore, just keep designing and saving them as drafts. I did not realize you could save shirts as drafts like that. So I kind of squandered like 2 weeks there when I was waiting to tier up, where I could have, had some shirts already ready and been ahead of the game. But yeah, you just see nothing great. I started making my shirts about $15.99 from the $12. I was scaling them up as they sold. So starting to get more profit there. And quite a few different shirts sold, so I'm quite happy about that. But September sales were $236, so a decent jump from that. Again, you can see just average sales, $236. But this is where I was, I actually remember being disappointed in this month because I was like, I expected more sales because I was in tier 500 and they were really slow, and I was starting to price things higher. So I was really expecting to make more than that. In October, you can see the difference, not much. So I didn't get that much of a gain. And 255 is not bad. I think at this point I probably had about 200. No, I was like at 350 shirts by the end of October. My problem was this is the month I went like 3 weeks without uploading because I was just busy getting fourth quarter FBA stuff in before Christmas, and there was some social stuff to deal with, some mini vacations and stuff like that, where I just didn't have the time to upload 10 shirts a day, because that does take some time and effort to actually do, but the rewards can be good and passive. So you can see, even not uploading for almost the whole month, I still made $255. You can imagine, if I have 1,000, 2,000 designs, some of the people that do, they're making $5,000 a month. So it's pretty good, pretty motivating to keep uploading shirts. Not much more to talk about this month, just a lot more designs, a lot of one sells where I'm just selling one-off shirts. So that's good, because once you get a sale, then that shirt's locked in. November, though, is when it really started to kick off, and almost $400 profit. Again, I wasn't uploading that much because there was a little bit of a period there where they weren't allowing you to upload. There's only like 2 or 3 shirts, and then that changed real quick. But again, it's not something I was uploading much at all. And a lot of my shirts started to, the ones that didn't sell were being taken off Amazon. So I wasn't exactly getting to that 500 point I wanted to get to. It was annoying with the shirts, because I'd look and be like, all right, I just need to get 75 more shirts, and then the next day, oh, I need to get 100 now. I'm only allowed to upload 5 right now, and then, oh, now I can upload 10, now I can upload 3. It was really weird. Every time I logged in, I wasn't sure how many I was even going to be able to upload that day. But yeah, nothing. I'm not going to complain. I barely put any work into November, honestly, and I still got 400. So it's a good example of the passive income paying off. 106 shirts, and most of my shirts are priced between $15.99 and $16.99 at this point. I was starting to scale up a few to $17.99, and what made November amazing, this is one of the big tips I wish I would have been doing in the beginning, was these premium shirts. I started, every shirt that sold, a standard shirt would sell, and I would make a premium shirt of it. And I didn't really expect the premium shirts to sell, but they started selling pretty regularly, and I was selling them for $19.99, so the profit was better. And even the long sleeve shirts, they started allowing that, and I was approved to sell those. And I was shocked that I was only pricing mine at like $24.99, and I'm like, people are going to pay that for a long sleeve shirt? Yeah, they pay it. My royalties are only $3.74. I know a lot of people priced their long sleeves at $29.99 and got sales. It's just the prices are changing on merch too, so I'm going to have to adjust my long sleeve, and I'm happy with my average shirt sale is $3.76 to $3.74. So I'm used to that, and I don't know if it's a good strategy to price them, lower like that. I feel like maybe I get more sales. I can beat out some of the higher price competition, and then maybe make a little bit more or about the same as I would without the competition. I don't know. It's hard to say. But yeah, the long sleeves and premiums, if a shirt sells, I'm going to make a premium and a long sleeve, I think. And it might be good just whenever you design a shirt, just put up a premium with it. I'm not sure. December, though, actually down a little. December started out really strong. Look at the second here. That was my best day ever with 13 shirt sales. So I was really expecting to, just kill it in December. And I was up until, when it got to the point where people couldn't get shirts before Christmas delivered to them. And then everything fell off. And then look, all the way down to, I don't have the 21st in there. All the way down to, well, the 21st here, and then sales just tanked, and they've been going terrible. I haven't got a sale since the 30th, or since the 29th, and it's January 2nd. So definitely expected it to trail off, but I really thought I was going to make $500 at least. But again, I'm really not complaining with $372 because I wasn't putting that much effort in. And this is when that freeze happens. They wouldn't allow you to upload any shirts. And that's definitely a big tip I can give you is this time of year, going into next year, just be ready for a freeze. Apparently it happened the year I wasn't selling as well from what I hear. So I'm going to be ready for that. And I'm going to have as many shirts as I can uploaded before that happens. But right now, I'm only allowed to upload 2 a day. So that really hurts. If they ever unlock it to where I can upload 10 again, I've got to go really hard. And I suggest you do too, because you never know when they're going to limit you or just stop you from uploading in general. And the more shirts you can have, the more you're going to dominate because other people can't put up shirts. So definitely keep that in mind. Another tip I can give you is definitely check trademarks. If you think of a design, just the title of something can be trademarked. Like I was making a Halloween shirt. It just said resting witch face. And that's actually, that phrase is trademarked. So I checked because I was suspicious, and indeed it was trademarked, and I could have got, a rejection. And I have gotten a few rejections on shirts. And I know if you get so many, you can get suspended, and I don't want that. So definitely check the trademark. You can just, I forget the website, just Google, check for trademarks, and it'll be like the first one. But my year sales, and remember I started in July for the most part, at least getting serious. I didn't count all my random sales for that one t-shirt. So July I made $1,004, I wish I made that much in July, but for the year, I made $1,470.18. You can see the summary here. I'm definitely pretty good. I'm happy with it, and I hope my uploads get back up to 10, and I can go hard this year. And by my goal is to make $1,000 a month on merch. Well, if I can get to that point, I'll be happy. So I'm going to push for it this year a bit more, but I'm also pushing on FBA and some other stuff. So there's a lot of pushing and a lot of time I'm going to need to spend to get these numbers to where I want. But yeah, some people were asking me, merch, do I do it? How much I make? And this is it. This is my merch story for 2017. I probably will update it again in 2018. But if you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up. Please subscribe if you want to see more of how I make money online, reselling, and I might do some videos about affiliate marketing and other ways I make money. But this has been Wick. Until next time.